So what's a piece of love advice you would give to the people watching?
My biggest advice would be to always over-communicate and never go to bed early. Wait, I'm a woman. Never go to bed early.
Nice!
Undivided attention time, I think that's key.
It's something that evolves in different forms, so cherish the current form.
Falling in love is really easy. Staying in love is a choice.
You're saying that she's holding you hostage in this relationship. What if you need help?
How about Morse code SOS with blinks?
Know your partner's love language. Bettina's love language is quality time, and that's why I'm going to see the Frozen musical, which I have this much interest.
Love yourself. Love. Yes. Drink hot water.
Just say yes to everything. Because I selected a wise and respectable wife who can earn a good living by herself. She doesn't require men. So she only asked me to...
No, cut.
More sex.
I love it. Who just got engaged to?
Ooh, show the ring. Ooh.
Love advice is that personal space is very important.
Brainwash your spouse.
Manipulation 101. That's how you get love.
But I'm not a psychopath.
You can't say that after you told people to manipulate your wife.
Stay toxic.
Kings
and queens.
If you have issues in your relationship, right, and you want to get a divorce, maybe you should also consider going for counseling first together, because that's the key thing that the court will ask. Have a joint account for shared expenses. Can I go and buy coffee now? Thank you.
As an organization, as we grow, we need to start thinking, hey, it's time to give back. We have been in this space for quite a bit, and I think, based on the culture, based on where we are in terms of success, we've been doing pretty good. And it's come to a point of time that we think, hey, maybe it's something that we need to bring our employees together, do something to pay it forward. We kind of knew that we wanted to reach out to 200 of these people in the community. They're all based in Toa Payoh. They're all above 60 plus years or 70. Most of them are living on their own with very little support. There is just a lot of these communities in Singapore that we tend to forget, and we just want to make sure that they know that we remember them. During festive period, it's no greater time to make sure that we include them in our celebrations. The mission that day itself was very, very interestingly haphazard. So we set up a production line, and we made sure that everything in that ration bag that we have already arranged and organized for, we got it all sorted.
We are going to give our beneficiaries one of these goodie bags, out of which there's a few daily essentials, a nice card from us and the organizing body, and a small little ang pao for Chinese New Year.
What's the production line looking like right now?
Looks like a complete mess. But we will make it work.
There were also some of us that were working in a bank. We were just putting money in ang paos. Then we were reorganizing ourselves to get onto the coach and then get ourselves to Toa Payoh. We are able bodies that are going to carry as many bags as we can and then go to the different blocks and houses and start knocking the door. Julian, who's probably not very familiar with some of the HDB flats, he started knocking really hard. And I was like, no, this is not the right way to knock, because it sounds like you're trying to collect money from this person.
Hello, Mr. Tan.
Yeah, there was really very interesting aunties out there. They were not camera shy, even though Clarence was going around with the camera, right? And they really wanted to be in the shot. So they were more than happy to be on camera and smiling and just putting themselves out there. I remembered very fondly that through this experience, doesn't mean that my COO is there, my CEO is there, my CTO, all of us were no different. We're there to make sure that we bring cheer to these people. So that was a really nice and heartwarming time together. I think was really meaningful and very powerful.
So it was a meaningful event, I think, especially for a company like us where we have quite a number of international people within our staff. I think it's an eye-opener.
I thought it was very fulfilling, a bit humbling as well. This is a side of Singapore that perhaps you don't always get to see. Because in the media, you see Singapore, crazy rich Asians, all glitz and glamour. In here, you see perhaps some folks who are a little bit socially isolated. On our part, by doing what we can during this festive period, bring a little bit more cheer to them. I think that's very helpful.
It's like my first month here at work, so it's really good to get together with the team. Looking forward to more such activities in the future.
So from that angle itself, I see that, hey, this is our very first CSR event and we can definitely do more. So we're going to be more intentional. We're going to sit down and be able to design a CSR program that is going to be meaningful and also aligned to our values. It's a good reminder that we have so much more to be grateful for. We gripe about everything that we hustle and bustle in this corporate world, but there are folks out there that really need a lot more support and help. And that's where I'm hoping that as a good reminder to myself and also to Cake that whatever we do, I think it's important to essentially think that how it impacts people, but also the outside of our community where we can also do a bit more.